Hello everybody and welcome to another Thrillridesphotography vlog, and I'm here today at Blackpool Pleasure Beach. So this is our day number 4 video from our trip around the UK after lockdown, and yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing what today brings here at Blackpool Pleasure Beach. So I know that a few people was posting yesterday to say that the park was really empty, and you can kind of see that around the park today, just coming in literally straight in, no kind of waiting around. Really good in terms of the communication. Literally from start to the plaza area at the front, you get people asking if you've got your face mask ready, if you've got your e-tickets, and then guide you around. Then you get asked again if you've got that face mask, and then if you've got your tickets, and then as you just come into the actual plaza area itself before coming through the doors, they also going to go through and then allocate you the lane that you need to go into. Then you go through, take all your kind of items out your products and go through the detectors, and then you scan your e-tickets. And I have to say, what a big difference it is. You know, you walk straight through, scan it straight the way through. They're much more accepting than the actual wristbands themselves that seem to take so long. So I think it's a massive step forward for Blackpool going to these e-tickets instead of the standard wristbands that they used to kind of have problems with. So who am I here with today? I am here with Jake. Hello Jake.
Hello.
Here we are, day number 4 at Blackpool this time though.
Yeah.
How you doing? You excited?
Yeah.
You are?
Very excited.
No, yeah, definitely. Yeah. So we just see the big one just going around there now. So obviously Jake isn't tall enough to go on the big one, but we've got so many different variations of rides to get on today, including the one behind me, the Grand National, Big Dipper, Avalanche, Nickelodeon Streak, Blue Flyer. So there's quite a good little selection of rides here today, and if it's not busy like it is at this moment in time, the plan is to probably get on the big one for myself, and also Icon while Jake waits kind of for me just outside the station. So yeah, really looking forward to it. Yes, what a beautiful day as well. No rain today forecast, unlike yesterday at Alton Towers where it was very rainy and we got wet and soaked. So is it guys, the first ride of the day for us, we're going to head over to the Big Dipper. So that is the first up for us, Big Dipper. So unfortunately the Big Dipper at the moment has got the hammer going to it, so there's some people down there smacking it into place with a hammer. So we've got, unfortunately, going to have to miss that one at the moment. So we're heading over now to Avalanche, one of my favourite rides here at Pleasure Beach. So next up will be Avalanche. Not the best start here at Pleasure Beach so far, so we've gone over to the Grand National. It didn't open till 11 o'clock, so we headed over to Avalanche, and at the moment that's currently closed to 10:30. We've come over then to Nickelodeon Street at the moment, where they've got people outside of it because it's broken down. So yeah, not the greatest so far. So yeah, Icon is going round at the moment, and also we've got Blue Flyer open. So yeah, not the kind of the greatest start for us here. But yeah, I mean, it's going to be quiet, so we're going to be able to get on quite a few rides throughout the day. It's just a little bit disappointing when you come into the park at 10 o'clock and you've got 3 rides straight away which are closed, and I believe there was another one we walked past, but I can't remember the name of that one now. So yeah, it's a bit of a shame, but oh well. First up there for us now, unfortunately, will be Blue Flyer because nothing else is open. So there we go, after a slightly disappointing start there, we are now on the run for some decent rides. So we've just been on Blue Flyer, not once but twice. There was nobody waiting. Went straight back round to the queue and straight back on the ride again. And yeah, I think one of the smoothest lift hills in Pleasure Beach really, isn't it? Absolutely brilliant ride there on Blue Flyer. Jake, what did you think of Blue Flyer?
Good.
You enjoy that?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yep.
Good. And then we went straight over to where Nickelodeon Street was now open, so we finally got on, and yeah, really enjoyable ride. Straightforward, straight through to the station, nobody waiting there, straight onto the ride, and yeah, it's the first, probably the fastest time I've ever been on that ride. You know, so yeah, credits. So really, so after a disappointing start so far, it's actually been really positive. Jake, what did you think of Nickelodeon Street?
Good.
Yeah?
I liked it, yeah.
Good, isn't it?
Yeah, good little ride.
Definitely. I think the actual second part of that ride is better than actually the first part of it. I love the kind of if you're going to design a coaster, that is what you would design it as there. So yeah, really enjoyed it. Jake enjoyed it, didn't you?
When you go past the second metal drop, say like made me literally fly at my seat like proper
air time, yeah. So next up for us is Avalanche. So yeah, we've just seen it going, so hopefully now we'll be able to get on that right now, because there are people already on the ride, so hopefully now it is open. There we go, a nice little ride there on Avalanche. Well, I'd say nice. We were on the back row, weren't we? And it really hurt, actually. So after me saying for so long that it's one of my favourites here, it's sadly turned very quickly into one of my least favourites at this moment. I think normally it's because obviously I sit towards the front side. It's just, I don't know, there's like really bad jolts. I mean, I'm not feeling the best. I've got a slight headache, so it's probably the reason why it probably feels a lot worse than what it does. Jake, how are you?
Not good.
Your stomach hurt, didn't it? Your stomach, like literally, he's got like a little mark on his stomach where the bar was kind of resting against him as well. Yeah, not the greatest, was it?
No.
And then unfortunately, then I went over to the Icon queue line where there's literally no wait at the moment. And I went over to the guy and I said, is it okay if Jake kind of walks with me through the queue line and just exits the station? And he said no, he's too small to wait in the queue line or walk down the queue line with me, which I don't understand. You know, Alton Towers allow you now at the moment with, well, they don't do anyway, but with obviously not having parents swapping fast tracks and stuff like that at the moment, they basically allow the children to kind of stay in line, and then they walk over into the station and then just wait at the exit. They did that on Nemesis, they did that on Oblivion, most of the rides that we went on, you know, they all kind of did. But I just don't understand why they wouldn't let you do it here. It's not a working station. It doesn't continuously move like it does on some rides. Yeah, a little bit disappointed there. You know, and it's just unfair for the kind of the adults that have brought kind of people around with me today. You know, I probably will be criticised for doing it. Why would I want to leave Jake? You know, he's old enough. He's slightly too small to be going on it. He would go on it. He's a little bit too small to go on it. You know, and it just doesn't make sense why you're then they're saying that they're happy for you to leave your child like out the ride area while you go on it, instead of actually them being with you and safe as well at the same time. So a little bit disappointing, but oh well, we just have to carry on our day without riding Icon or the big one if that's the process for both of them. But yeah, you know, like I said, you know, Alton Towers yesterday with obviously everything that's going on kind of a slightly changed that as well. And there is other parks out there that do it. Europa Park have like a little kids area where you can kind of put them for the moment while you go on the rides. It's an accommodation and kind of allowing you to enjoy the day as well, even if you have got children with you as well. Not everybody has got another parent to go with and still want to bring their children out with them. Yeah? Well, that's it, guys. We're going to go over to the Big Dipper now, or to the Grand National, depends on times. So there we go, as we was walking to the Big Dipper there, Wallace and Gromit was no wait, so we thought we'd get on it. And what an absolutely fantastic dark ride that is. Really enjoyed it all the way around there as well. Looked like some of the lighting wasn't quite working on there, but yeah, overall kind of a great great ride that is. And then went over to the Big Dipper where we kind of waited around about 10 minutes, I think it was. It was only 2 trains before we got on the actual ride itself. So yeah, really enjoyed that as well. A little bit kind of bouncy. I think it's more down to me feeling not very good today. But yeah, it kind of did do a bit of bouncing today, kind of, even though we were over the wheels. I've never had Jake's head hit me so hard, like 3 times going round it, which is a shame. But yeah, Jake, did you enjoy it? Did you enjoy it?
No, not a very good ride now.
No?
No.
But you said head a few times, didn't you?
Yeah.
There you go. A bit of a shame as well, music, everywhere you go, just music, so you'll obviously get copyrighted for every time you want to do something, you know, kind of film a bit. So, but the plan is now, Grand National is currently still closed, so we're going to get over to the Flyers. So that is next up for us, is into the shop first of all, have a look around there and get onto the Flyers afterwards. there we go, a nice little ride there on the flying machines. And then because it's been really quiet today, I've not really done that much filming, so we've been on the flying machines, Derby Racer, and then we've also then been on the ghost train. And I have to say, what an absolutely fantastic upgrades that they've done on that ride. It's been a long time since I've been on it, but actually getting back on there, yeah, some really good stuff that they've done. I like the screens that they've added into it. They've got a lot more detailing in the artwork as you go around as well, and still kept some of the old features on the ride itself. Yeah, really good addition. Like I said, waited pretty much around about 5 minutes for that. A couple of cars went through and obviously they were straight on. And what I do like as well is that they put perspex kind of fencing up, so you're not too close to anybody in the queue line. Yeah, absolutely brilliant ride there on the ghost train. One of the old, well, the world's first ghost train, as I've just been talking to Jake about. Opened in 1930, so yeah, it's been going a long time with that kind of track work in there, and it's nice to see that they're kind of always trying to improve it with additions there as well. Just going to see what Jake thinks. Jake, what did you think?
Very good.
Yeah?
Yeah, they had a very good jump scare in there.
They did, I saw you, I felt you jump. It was good, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, really good. So yeah, again, it's a really quiet day here at the Pleasure Beach. You know, I don't really think there's more than probably 1,000 people in here really. Everywhere you kind of look, it is really quiet. So I'm just going to kind of pan you around to this type of area here. So you can just see over the back there the perspex fencing, and that's your queue line that you've got just waiting for that ride at the moment. So yeah, really quiet, to be fair, really quiet day. We're going to try and get some food now before kind of carrying on around our day here at the Pleasure Beach.
Distancing measures in queue lines around the park. Please strictly observe these guidelines, respecting the other guests, and follow the advice of our team at all times.
There we go, we've just had a ride there on the Grand National. So we were on the left hand side there, right over the wheels, and again, not my kind of particular favourite ride. A lot of kind of head banging going on there. Yeah, it just wasn't comfortable at all, which is a bit of a shame for me. But I know someone that actually quite enjoyed it. Let's have a chat with Jake. Did you enjoy that?
Yeah.
Did you?
Yeah, we won as well.
Pardon?
We won.
We did win. Yeah,
Yeah,
so
we went over to. My favourite bit was probably the air times, because I went to throw out my seat on them.
Did you?
Yeah, let's throw out my seat.
Wow, that's good, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, and you like the first drop?
Yeah, very good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, good. Anything else?
No, not
Would you go on it again?
Yes, 100% yes.
Oh, wow, there you go. So there you go, even though I don't really like it that much, there's someone which is a fan. And yeah, it just kind of says that it gets airtime, so it must like obviously come out his seat a lot more than what I do really. But yeah, you know, great ride for him, he really enjoyed it. But yeah, if he wants to go on it later on, I'll go on with him. Not like that I'm a personal fan of it, but if he wants to go on it, I'll obviously get on it as well. So in terms of queue wise at the moment, still waited around about 10 minutes for that. They did a cleaning procedure halfway through the wait there, but other than that we're straight on the ride itself. In terms of the actual things, that's the first time I've seen actually a train kind of cleaned down or halfway through waiting. Probably because we've obviously not waited in that queue lines for very long. So yeah, they do a clean down. What I probably would like to see them obviously announce that they're doing a clean down and not just get people waiting, like obviously Alton Towers, they kind of say that we're now going to be doing a clean down, and they kind of keep sort of informed and updated. But yeah, so that's that there. The plan is now, I think, is to go on Alice in Wonderland, because I don't think I've ever kind of been on it. So my plan is next is Jake wants to go on it, I want to go on it and see what it kind of looked like. So yeah, the plan is next Alice in Wonderland. So we've just stopped up for something to eat. So we've had some chicken bites and some chips. I have to say it's the first time Jake's actually eaten all of his food on a visit so far. So well done to Pleasure Beach for that. Well, now look what we've got, something nice. Look at this. A bubble waffle chocolate one as well. Look at that. That looks lovely. Is it nice?
Yeah.
Does it taste nice?
Yeah.
So what we're going to do now is we're actually going to hyperlapse Jake eating this and making a mess of himself. We'll see you all in a bit. There we go, we've finished our bubble waffle, and I have to say that's probably one of the best waffles that I have ever had. Absolutely beautiful, from the kind of the biscuits to the ice cream to the cream and even the waffle itself, and just a great kind of mixture all together there. Wasn't it really nice?
Yeah.
Yeah, you enjoyed it, didn't you?
Yeah, really nice.
Yeah, you can tell by his face how much he enjoyed it, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Obviously before that we went on Alice in Wonderland, so yeah, really good actually. Like I said, I've never been on there before, and yeah, I really enjoyed it. You know, kind of a mix of, I've got a golden ticket to Alice in Wonderland, some really good effects in there, especially the bit where you go halfway through and you've kind of got the actual open scene there of the kind of the badgers with long noses and so forth. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. You really enjoyed it as well. You came off going, actually it's really good, isn't it, Dad?
Yeah.
You know, so yeah, to say how kind of old it is, you know, it's a really good attraction, to be fair. A really good quality standout attraction there from Pleasure Beach. So now we've kind of done everything that we can do, really, haven't we?
Yeah.
So I think we're going to go back round to Nickelodeon Street now and probably go round and do some more, yeah?
Yeah.
Right, that's it then. We're going to go round to Nickelodeon Street, go back on that now, see how that's riding there compared to early on this morning. Some Blue Flyer, and then get back round to Big Dipper and so forth as well, yeah?
Yeah.
Pretty much done everything already, and it's like 12 o'clock, so yeah, not a bad day here at Pleasure Beach. Still pretty quiet here actually, which is a bit of a shame, but all rides are open now. The big one is going, but it just go varied actually, so I don't know if they're waiting for the train to fill completely up before sending it, which is probably a great thing for them to do, to be fair. So yeah, let's carry on round on our day here at Pleasure Beach. Okay, it's time now for the splash battle. First time going on this for a few years. Jake wanted to go on it and get wet, so that's what we're going to do. He's going to get soaked. on some rides here today at Pleasure Beach. So we've just gone round and done Avalanche again, which was literally straight through to the station and straight on the ride. We've just gone round to Nickelodeon Street to get on that again, and that was straight through as well. And we've been on to the Pleasure Beach Experience Express as well. So yeah, really good quality kind of few hours that we've had here so far, to the point now where I think Jake's just having a little nap, really, just chilling out. Look, he's proper chilled out outside the Icon station. So yeah, we're motoring around here today, so there isn't really much more else to really do. Jake wants to go back on Grand National, which I'm reluctant, but if he wants to go on it, I'm not going to take that away from him. Probably going to try and get back on the Big Dipper if we can do, and just kind of have a general walk around the park and see what else there is to kind of offer here. But I have to say, it has kind of got a little bit better in terms of the social distancing in the stations. When we went into the Avalanche one and the Nickelodeon, they were distanced, and also at the same time the staff members were making sure that they were on the spots, where this morning it was a little bit like a free-for-all in the station itself. So it's great to see that they've done a little bit of kind of update in there to make it run a bit smoother. Because like I said, you know, we might feel comfortable in here, but the people probably come for the first time that probably just don't feel as comfortable anyway. So that's pretty good. So yeah, but yeah, like I said, weather's still really nice at the moment. The big one is still running. It currently has probably the biggest line in the queue, in the park, sorry. So the queue line at the moment is currently around about 40 minutes, they said, just on the train. So yeah, we haven't even done the Grand Prix yet, so that's the other one that we're going to do as well after this. We're going to get on the Grand Prix and kind of relax and drive round the actual outside of the park as well. But yeah, I'm enjoying it. I really am enjoying it today. Jake is really enjoying it, aren't you?
Yeah.
Definitely. So yeah, he's enjoying his day here, and he's still full of his bubble waffle that we ate as well, so which is good. But yeah, we're going to carry on now round to get some more of the other rides in before we pretty much end our day. Like I said, we've got around about 2 to 3 hours left at the park. I probably want to get back on Wallace and Gromit, to be fair, as well. That'd be another one to get back on. It's kind of a rarity, really, that you're going to get the time to be able to go on things multiple times. So yeah, the plan is there to carry on going on and do some re-rides, and we'll catch up in a bit. So an absolutely fantastic day that we're here at the Pleasure Beach. So we have done the park 3 times round now, so we've gone round again and then we've gone round again, and yeah, so there's some standout rides so far. So I finally got a bit of airtime on the Big Dipper. I was sitting towards the front, so not the first row but the second row after, or the third row back, so obviously the social distancing measures, and yeah, got a bit of airtime. So really enjoyed that. Went on the Grand National again, and yeah, went from the top of the lift hill to the flat to the floor, smack face plant onto the floor before carrying on around the rest of the ride. Yeah, it's still quite rough for me. I mean, I'm not feeling the greatest, as I've kind of said many times, and that's why I kind of want to reiterate that. But yeah, it just felt really painful for me again. You know, my head's already hurting enough without kind of being bashed and that as well. But let's find out what Jake thought of, first of all, the Big Dipper. How was the Big Dipper?
Good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Really enjoyed that, yeah?
Yeah.
And it was kind of the second airtime, you know, wasn't it, the second airtime hill that was kind of like, wow, that's crazy.
Yeah.
And then we went on Grand National again, didn't we?
Yeah, actually got some radio airtime, which we flew up the seats.
You did. So when he sits on the Grand National, the bar comes down, but it actually leaves quite a bit of distance, like about that much gap, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So you obviously put the seatbelt on, and yeah, you're going around, and all you see is him just coming at it, raising himself out his seat, and he's like, woo, airtime all the time. He's loving it. As soon as we got offered, he wanted to go back on it again, and obviously I'm getting quite old now, and yeah, he was kind of killing me off slowly, but he's still loving it. Obviously I want to be able to go on it for him, because obviously that's what we're here for, first of all, but second of all, because he's enjoying himself, and there's nothing better as a parent to be walking around and having your son enjoy, you know, a ride. So yeah, great so far, great kind of things. Staff are being brilliant now, kind of a lot more kind of interactive, following the processes and procedures that they need to, so well done to the team there as well. And we're just standing behind Valhalla. Not much work has been done at the moment, so when we're at the flying machines I got a photo, but not really much work's been going on over the kind of the close season, which is obviously understandable anyway. But obviously since they've been back as well, you can't really see any of the workmen around there as well doing any work. But obviously that's still scheduled to open next year, and it also says that on the maps as well, so hopefully that will be open in operation to be able to kind of get more memories of that particular ride, and obviously more cost effective in the long run as well. So I don't know how much longer we're going to be here for today at the Pleasure Beach. We've kind of done everything quite a few times now. We've even done Alice in Wonderland again, gone round on that again, you know, because we've pretty much done everything. So yeah, we're going to kind of just potter around now, probably go into the shop for the last little bit of the time then, and obviously start heading either back to the hotel or probably go to the Velvet Coaster for something to eat before getting back to the hotel itself. But yeah, that's it. That is pretty much it so far. I'm going to show you around the shop, and we'll end the day with our review here at Pleasure Beach. Okay, so that concludes our day here at Pleasure Beach, and I have to say what an absolutely fantastic day it's been in the end. Obviously it started off as a bit of a downer, but other than that, afterwards the staff were really engaging, kind of kept up with the policies that we were doing, what they were setting out to do as well. I really enjoyed it. Fantastic day here, and really quiet as well. As you know, it's the first time for a long time that I've been able to get on quite a lot of the rides repeatedly, to go over, you know, not once but twice but 3 times we've walked around the park today, just getting on different ones as well. Let's just find out what Jake thought of his day here at Pleasure Beach. Jake, did you enjoy your day?
Yes.
Yeah, you did?
Yeah.
What was your favourite kind of ride of the day?
All of them, to be fair. My favourite would probably be the Grand National.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And what was it about the Grand National you liked?
I like the airtime and the racing, how it's dueling like Joris.
Yeah?
Yeah, I like Joris. It's quite a good little headbanger though.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And have you enjoyed your trip?
Yes, of course I've enjoyed my trip.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Brilliant, that's great then. Glad you've enjoyed it. Yeah, like I said, I've really enjoyed my time as well. Spend some time with Jake, getting on some new rides with him as well, to kind of, you know, spend and share my experiences with him and building up the memories that you do. But yeah, that is it guys. Thank you so much for watching. Drop yourself a subscribe or comment or like below, and I'll get back to you as quick as we can. And yeah, that is it. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch your ass down the road.